In this video, I'm going to go over the first-person player controller script that I have provided and how you can add that in Unity. I have made this little planes and I want to add a player so it can jump and go through these planes around. So this is a script. It tells you the features of this script. And this is a setup instruction, and below this line, everything in here is the code. So let's go to the Unity, and I'm going to right click 3D object and add a capsule. And I'll name this player. The player is currently here. I'm going to reset. And now the player is here, it's where I want to be. And I'm just going to make sure that it is on the plane, which it is. And I'm gonna go to the inspector window, add component, look for rigid body. And I'm gonna make sure that the gravity is checked. Interpolate is interpolate. And under constraints, freeze rotation is all checked. This is going to prevent this capsule from flipping over, which will be very difficult to unflip. And I'm going to also add, actually I'm not going to add capsule collider because we already have it. And we're going to add a camera as a child. We already have the main camera and you don't want to have more than one camera. So I'm going to drag this and put it under player by placing on top of player. And now you have this triangle which you can click to open, and you have a main camera here. Let's see what camera is looking at right now. It's looking at the whole plane. The camera is here. When something becomes a child of the parent, the child's coordination is based on the parent. So if we change the position of the camera, which is a child of the player, it's gonna go to the center of the player. So now camera is here and this is what it's looking at. I'm going to unclick this and I'm going to change the layout here to 2x3 so we can look at the scene and the game view at the same time. And the game view is essentially what the camera is looking at, so you will be able to see it in bigger screen. I'm going to rotate a camera a little bit so you can have a better view. Also, this plane viewport is a little low for me, so I'm going to move it up on y-axis so you can see things a little better. Notice how now camera is outside of the body of the player, and that is okay. And we're going to go back. So hierarchy is here now. I'm gonna find a player, and under inspector I'm going to add a script. But before I add it, I'm going to go to a project panel, and I have already made a empty script folder. I'm going to create a script inside it, mono behavior script, and I'm going to call it player controller. I'm going to double click it, select all, and delete. Now I'm going to copy and paste the script, copy and paste. and save. Let's go back to Unity. Script updating consent. Yes. Okay, now the script is updated. Let's go back to the player. And on inspector, I'm going to drag this here. Don't click on it, just press and drag it. And now you can see we have a script and we have some controllers to control our player. So let's see what happens when we play. Let's play. We're inside of the game. You can move around with WASD or arrow keys. And now I'm moving forward. And I'm gonna jump with spacebar. Oh. I'm falling. The jump is a little too small for me, so I'm gonna change to maybe 9. Let's play it again. And I'm also going to zoom out on scene view so you can see what's happening. Okay, so we're in the game. Jump. Okay, now I got to the other plane. Let's say that you want to change the speed of things, like if you're I'm moving my mouse right now and then you can see how it's changing the viewport, and then if you feel like this is too fast, I pressed ESC key to get my cursor, and then if you come over here you can change the mouse sensitivity. So maybe I want it like 28, and you can see how it's way slower to change the viewport. I actually don't like that, so move back to 36, press on the game view. I think this is fine. And let's see, maybe I don't want jump, maybe I want to jump a little higher, and I want jump buffer time to be lower, and I want the player to move faster. So let's change this. Actually, I'm gonna move this back too. Okay, now let's go. It's moving way faster. Let's say that, okay, I like these controls. Now you have to remember things that you have changed. You can see right away how it changes in the game view, but we are in game view. So when we press stop, things are gonna go back. So when we stop the game, you have to change these values again. Lower this. Like so, and then play the game, and it's reflected in the game. One more thing I want to do, when you play the game and look down, you will be able to see your shape, and I don't like that. So we're going to stop the game, and the way you get rid of it is click on the player, and under the inspector, if you go to the mesh renderer, there's a checkbox. You're simply going to uncheck this box, and let's see. And now, even when you look down, there's nothing. One last thing, when you play the game, Notice how you can still see the mouse. All you have to do is click on the screen and the mouse is gone. To get it back, press on ESC, left click, and it's gone. Press ESC. You can also go back. I'm gonna stop the game. Go back to the default layout and play the game to have a bigger screen. Press on the screen, move. Then if you want to stop, ESC, and stop the game.